Do you have constant weight problems, hair loss, fatigue, and decreased libido? How about muscle cramps, abnormal menstrual cycles, and depression? These could be a result of malfunctioning of the thyroid gland. Your thyroid is a butterfly-shaped gland in your neck that lies just above your collarbone. How important is this gland, and how do we cure thyroid problems permanently? Welcome back to the Body Care Guru channel, and keep watching to find out. The thyroid gland is one of your endocrine glands. Endocrine glands are glands that secrete hormones straight into the bloodstream. They do not require little tubes in the body that we call ducts. So, endocrine glands are ductless glands. The thyroid gland does not just make hormones, it controls the rate of many activities in your body. These include how fast you burn calories and how fast your heart beats. So, this is the headquarters of your body's metabolism. But things always tend to fall apart. In the body, there could be problems with the thyroid gland that could lead to enlargements, the one we call goiter. Other times, the thyroid glands make too much or too little of the hormones that your body needs. That's hyper and hypothyroidism, respectively. Sometimes, this gland mutates out of control as a result of cancer or gets lumps and swellings. Thyroid problems sometimes start as a result of poor diet, stress, and missing nutrients in your body. Plus, many of the available medications often come with adverse effects. Once you skip one of the most essential pills, it might lead to more severe symptoms. This small gland right under your Adam's apple produces two key hormones, triiodothyronine, called T3, and thyroxine, or T4. In our bodies, the importance of T3 and T4 cannot be overstated. No matter how slight the malfunction is, there could be severe consequences, like heavy weight gain or difficulty losing weight, and reducing food intake will be of no help at all. An overactive thyroid can affect anyone, but it's about 10 times more common in women than men, and typically happens between the ages of 20 and 40. While in severe cases, hypothyroidism or too little secretion leads to slowed speech, jaundice, and an increase in tongue size, not to mention the memory loss that follows. When the thyroid gland is inflamed or swollen, it is called thyroiditis. It can be caused by either of the extremes, too high or too low. So, there are different types of thyroiditis. Sometimes the immune system itself attacks the thyroid gland, damaging the gland and making it swell. This is called Hashimoto's thyroiditis. This makes the gland unable to produce enough thyroid hormones, and the person would suffer from tiredness, weight loss, and dry skin. The exact cause of this attack from the immune system is not known, and this could go undetected for months or even years. Hashimoto's thyroiditis is much more common in women than in men. The symptoms usually first start between the ages of 30 and 50, and the condition could also be passed down in families. In other cases, thyroiditis could be triggered by a viral infection, such as the flu. This is called DeQuervain's thyroiditis. This type of thyroiditis usually causes high temperature and pain in the neck, jaw, or ear, and the biggest victims of this condition are also women, between the ages of 20 and 50. In cases of thyroid toxicosis, where the thyroid gland releases too much of its hormones into the blood, it results in palpitations and shaking. Another factor that cannot be ignored is childbirth. Childbirth makes women more prone to thyroiditis, and it is more common among women that already have a history with this type of thyroiditis, and also in women with type 1 diabetes. Within around 6 months after childbirth in this instance, the immune system attacks the thyroid. This causes thyroid hormone levels to rise, and this is where we begin to observe the symptoms of an overactive thyroid gland. A few weeks later, the gland becomes depleted of thyroid hormones and symptoms change to signs of an underactive thyroid gland. The only good news is that not every woman with postpartum thyroiditis will go through both phases. In most women, thyroid function returns to normal within 12 months of birth, although low thyroid hormone levels can sometimes persist for a very long time. Thyroiditis can be quite subtle in how it affects both men and women. Silent thyroiditis starts off with a phase of thyroid toxicosis and drops off to the point of underactivity. The underactive thyroid gland displays symptoms for 12 to 18 months. In some cases, low thyroid levels can persist for a very long time. There are some drugs for treating other illnesses that can damage the thyroid and cause either symptom of oversecretion or undersecretion of the thyroid gland. Examples include cancer treatment, interferons, and lithium that's taken for bipolar disorder. Many of these medications often come with adverse effects, and once you skip one of the most essential pills, it might lead to more symptoms. The symptoms are usually short-lived and may get better after you stop taking the medicine, but you should not stop taking any prescribed medication without discussing it with your doctor. Drug-induced thyroiditis can cause pain around the thyroid. Ibuprofen could come to the rescue, but if it fails to be up to the task, you always have the option of steroids. It's not just drugs that could harm the thyroid gland. Radiotherapy might have unintended consequences. In many cases, low thyroid hormone levels usually persist for a long time. So, you may require the kind of option you can always consume in the long term. Aside from radioactivity and viruses, there is also acute or infectious thyroiditis. This type of thyroiditis is caused by a bacterial infection, but it's quite rare. It is associated with a weakened immune system or a problem with the development of the thyroid gland as a child. Symptoms may include pain in the throat, feeling sick and swelling on the thyroid gland. Even with all these noted defects of the thyroid gland, there is more. But as for hypothyroidism, the standard treatment is taking daily thyroid hormone replacement medication. And as you might expect, many of these medications often come with a number of harmful side effects. Unfortunately, once you skip one of the most essential pills, it might lead to more symptoms. This is why natural remedies could be a better option in many cases, since it causes fewer side effects and fits into your overall lifestyle easily. The goal of natural remedies or alternative medicine is to fix the thyroid problem right at the root cause. And there are two ways to improve your thyroid condition. You can either change your diet or take supplements that will be described shortly. For people with a low or underactive thyroid, it may be helpful to take herbal supplements. Check out the following 5 natural remedies that can double as additions or alternatives to your treatment plan. We dive in headfirst with diet. Number 1. Adopt a sugar-free diet. Sugar can lead to increased inflammation in the body, and inflammation can slow down the conversion of T4 to triiodothyronine, or T3, which, as we already know, is another thyroid hormone. This will make the symptoms and the disease worse. This will be for the best because sugar only boosts your energy level in the short term. As an individual with thyroid malfunction, eliminating sugar from your diet may help regulate your energy levels, ease stress, and make the skin look healthier. It's not easy to adopt a sugar-free diet, but the benefit to your thyroid health may just be worth it. According to the National Foundation for Celiac Awareness in another study, a significant number of people with thyroid disease also have celiac disease. Celiac disease is a digestive disorder in which gluten triggers an immune response in the small intestines. Currently, research doesn't support a gluten-free diet for the treatment of thyroid disease. But many people with Hashimoto's thyroiditis and hyperthyroidism do feel better after removing wheat and other gluten-containing foods from their diet. So do with the facts what you will, but note that this video does not replace professional medical advice. There are some financial drawbacks to going gluten-free. That's because the cost of buying gluten-free foods is often much higher than foods containing wheat. Also, many prepackaged gluten-free foods aren't healthy because they contain a higher fat content and less fiber than wheat-containing products. Meanwhile, you can just try to eliminate gluten from your diet for a while, then see how the condition improves from there. Number 2. Choose probiotics. The NIH studied the link between hypothyroidism and small intestine problems. What they discovered was that the decrease in bowel momentum that is commonly associated with hypothyroidism can cause gut bacteria to overpopulate the intestines, ultimately causing chronic gastrointestinal symptoms such as diarrhea. Probiotic supplements contain live, helpful bacteria that can help keep your stomach and intestines healthy. Besides supplement forms, try fermented food and drink, such as kefir, kombucha, some cheeses and yogurt. They're all full of useful probiotics. Number 3. Selenium. There is also the element selenium. Selenium is a trace element. This means it is only required in very minute quantities, but this element plays a crucial part in thyroid hormone metabolism. Hashimoto's thyroiditis is an immune system attack on the thyroid. It often reduces the body's selenium supply. Supplementing this trace element has been shown to help balance thyroxine, or T4, levels in some people. Foods that contain selenium include tuna, turkey, Brazil nuts, and grass-fed beef. Number 4. Vitamin B. Another supplement to consider is vitamin B. Taking certain vitamin supplements can have an effect on your thyroid health. Low thyroid hormones can affect your body's vitamin B12 levels. Taking a vitamin B12 supplement may help you repair some of the damage hypothyroidism causes. This is because vitamin B12 can help with the tiredness thyroid disease can cause. You can add more B vitamins to your diet with the following foods: peas, beans, asparagus, sesame seeds, tuna, cheese, milk, and eggs. The advantages of adopting a natural thyroid treatment plan outweighs the disadvantages, since these options may have fewer side effects than taking thyroid medication. However, if you have had a surgery to remove your thyroid, a natural thyroid treatment plan isn't for you. As always, you should discuss any treatment plans with your doctor before starting them. All these problems associated with the thyroid are not exactly fatal as people think, and they will be cured if treated properly. So, please check your thyroid regularly for any signs of the above, and always go for medical checkups. What are your thoughts on this? Leave them in the comment section below. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Take care.